What's up, Ramblers? It's your favorite CEO, Angelo. Before we start, today's episode is sponsored by OffSource. Actually, the entire podcast is sponsored by OffSource as part of our resource initiative to bring founders and entrepreneurs like you as much support as possible. What is OffSource? Glad you asked. OffSource is a service tech startup based right here in Connecticut, and they are changing the game. Instead of matching founders with a singular virtual assistant, they provide founders with an entire team of virtual assistants that are in-house and cover a wide range of services like admin, bookkeeping, social media management, graphic and web design, and so much more. And the best part is it's fast, flexible, affordable, and all done from your computer, phone, or tablet. Get your team of virtual assistants today by visiting offsource.tech and clicking the Get Started button. See you soon. Hey guys, welcome back to another wonderful episode of The Ramblings. I'm your host, Angelo Roberts. I have today with us Ali Cabrera. She is an amazing friend of mine, a great colleague. She's a super entrepreneur, speaks 5 languages, four and a half, I'll say, put it like that, right? So amazing entrepreneur, works with Arbonne, does a lot of fitness content, super powerful right now in the game. Introduce yourself, Alibeth. How are you doing today?
Hello, everyone. Hi, Angelo. I'm doing really, really well now. I'm feeling pretty good to be here right now with you, having this opportunity to just spend my evening, like the sunset as it going, and just enjoying where I am at this moment, like myself growing.
That's absolutely wonderful. We love to have that kind of thing. Now, I introduced you as an entrepreneur, but I kind of want you to give some background, if you will. Give everyone a background, a little bit about, what you do, what kind of ventures you're part of. Give the whole thing, because we want to hear everything.
Okay, so, well, let me tell you, I'm from Puerto Rico. I was born and raised in Puerto Rico. One day I graduated from there in high school. I went to college down there in the University of Puerto Rico. I'm from a small town called Las Piedras in the east of Puerto Rico. And I was born in Caguas. So besides that, I went to college in the University of Puerto Rico to start studying mother languages. So that's how I got into languages. I started studying French and Italian in that college. And then I was already my 3rd year of university. It happened, the Hurricane Maria. So as the Hurricane Maria happened, I decided I couldn't stand it no more. I was staying with my grandparents, but I was like, I want to go. So I left. I go with my dad in Connecticut, and that's how I got here. And so in Connecticut, I decided to take a break from school for a little bit. And then I was like, well, I don't know if I want to go back to Puerto Rico. So I decided to just find a school that can have what I needed, languages. So I started studying CCSU, French and Italian, but then it was going to take so long. And I was like, oh my God, well, I really want to graduate. I want to be in the world like now, So I decided to just go by Spanish and French. And so, there we go. So I graduated college. I did this certifications on health and wellness coach, spiritual coach, life coach, biblical coach, and relationship coach too.
That's a lot of coaching.
Yes, it's and different opportunities in the moment I'm just going through life. Okay, this is just happening. I started to go to art therapy. I discovered I like art. I was already doing art with some friends and some people, and I was like, okay, I kind of like this thing. So now I'm an artist. I actually do a lot of art, and I like it, which is something I'm gonna start doing. Maybe while we're speaking or just, later after this. And so as I go by all these things that I'm doing to just help myself, I started to see oh my God, things to just be able to grow me and make more money, but not even thinking about the money, just thinking about what can I do in order to invest in myself, not necessarily about money, but just how can I invest in myself? While I'm feeling oh my God, I just don't want to do anything. I'm feeling really bad. So I started to just taking care of myself. I had a relationship where this person was vegan, was doing all the different stuff, and he put me onto all of this stuff. And I'm like, okay, this is new. Let me just give it a try. Give it a try. And like, I'm not feeling well. This might be good for me. Okay, so let's try it out. And so that's where I started my kind of like my fitness journey, because as I started just changing my lifestyle to a better one and a healthier one, I don't know, I just started to find myself feeling way better and be able to just, okay, let me just go. Like, and now I started this fitness journey. I don't know if you know, but I have lost 52 pounds in all this journey. Okay. Entrepreneurship, exercise journey, you know, all these things have happened in all this little bit of time, like 4 years or something like that, you know? And yeah, I started that fitness journey and had continued after that doing the veganism. And then I'm like, okay, well, now I'm working from home. I work for the state of Connecticut. And so I'm like, you know, we work all this time of the pandemic and all this transitioning. I was homeless before as well. For a time period, I was homeless. And then, you know, I'm dealing with all this stuff going on as I am going in life. And so yeah, that impulsed me to start just making better decisions to myself, because I just really wanted the outcome to change. I didn't want to feel that way or be in that position anymore. I want to connect to, like, where can I be? Like, I don't feel good and I want to feel good. I have all this love, all this like energy, all this potential in me that is like, how can I start using it? You know? And then the people start coming, like, I start praying. You know, I believe in God. I believe in Jehovah God. And I start praying to Jehovah and I'm like, you know, I just want to be able to feel good. And so I found Arbonne, I found my job, I found all the things that I have asked, and all the things that I have created has brought to me what I've been needing. So I just feel really blessed, even though I have learned throughout experiences, through a lot of different hardship that I have gone. Like I have experienced a lot of different really deep stuff that I still not able to share, but I can't wait to just be able to manage how to share this part of the story, because it's just wow. You know, I feel wow with myself. I'm like, how I do it, you know? But it's like, I can do it. I know I can do it. And I know everyone that's listening, even yourself, is like, you can do it, like really. And so, you know, I'm just growing rich. I believe, like feeling better every day as I go.
You mentioned something really quick that I want to kind of touch on. Now, you said that of all the coaches that you have mentioned, I had never heard of like a biblical coach before. And you had just mentioned you believe in, you know, Jehovah God. So that very much speaks to me. I grew up as a Jehovah's Witness. I guess we're going to get really technical here. So I have to kind of ask, is that the same for you?
Yeah, my grandmother been a Jehovah's Witness for like 52 years. And so I used to go house to house with her when I was little.
And virtual high five. I've done the exact same. Yes.
I love it. I like it.
Look, no, listen. No, I want to take a moment to really talk about that on the podcast real quick, because I don't think I've ever, outside of like a really close friend of mine named Ben, have ever just like kind of met somebody that shared that experience. Like, yeah, even if they had someone in their family who was like, you know, a Jehovah's Witness, I've never, I don't think ever met someone else who has shared the experience of having the ability to go door to door. So that right there,
that's so nice. I know.
Right. You know, that's because it's not common. Like you always hear some people like, oh, you know, like my mom, my aunt, grandmother, things like, oh, they were Jehovah's Witnesses, but you never ever really meet someone that is able to have shared in that experience of being in field service. You know, it's a completely different world when you meet someone like that. Anyway,
I like it. I used to enjoy it a lot with my grandmother, because my grandmother would like, I don't know, my grandmother's really like my best friend. Like, I love that lady so much. And like, she used to take me, I used to go to the Kingdom Hall. I used to do all those things, like answer stuff, like, hey, and stand up.
Okay, I am not the only person. That, right, yes. My meetings for Sundays. Back in the day, it was 3 Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. Saturdays, you go in and you go out. It's a full week schedule, you know. So I'm so glad I'm able to relate with that. Okay, perfect. Anyway, you mentioned a lot of good things, right? So you're working for the state of Connecticut. You're working with Arbonne, doing a lot of great work and entrepreneurship stuff with them. I'm loving the content that you're doing on social media, like a lot of fitness. Congratulations on the 52 pounds down. So that's the big one. I want want to get into your choice and decision, right? We're entrepreneurs and we all, like, a lot of the things that we do hinge upon the decisions that we make. And so you made a lot of different decisions to get to where you are today. What do you feel? And I want you to share a little bit of that story behind it. What do you feel was like one of the most pivotal decisions that you made that really got you into gear, whipped you into shape?
To go into shape, like into business, or to go into shape, like into my fitness?
Both. So what was like the decision that you made for fitness, and what was the decision that you made for business that said, yeah, this is what I got to start doing? Like, where did you, and what was that decision?
Well, okay, with my fitness, let me start with my fitness. With my fitness, it was like, you know, I've been overweight for a long time now. Like, it's just kind of stressing. Like, I don't necessarily, like, I look good, but I'm like, man, I want to wear some other stuff. I want to feel like more strong. Like, I want to feel better physically. And I am having people loving how I'm fit, how I look. So I'm receiving love. But at the same time, it's like, no, I want to look different. Like, I want something different, you know, like what I want to see is different than even though I like it, I'm enjoying it. It's fun. I look fine. I love me, but still, I want to feel better inside, like, really. And so I guess it motivated me just having to leave things behind, and specifically people. Like, I guess I only have had one boyfriend, and, you know, I'm 24, so I feel like pretty young. And that experience of just having to break up with my first boyfriend, it's like, what? Or having to just let it really go. It's like, oh my God. That had me into like, well, I gotta commit to something with myself. I know I look good, but I know what I want. I feel like, you know, this is something I really want. And I just have been maybe just not doing it. Feeling like comfortable. I feel comfortable. I'm loved. It's okay. This is, you know, I can stop working out. But right. I really wanted to feel good. Like, I really wanted to feel like nice. And so I've been doing it. It has been a tough journey, because let me tell you, mental strength is a big thing. Like, I'm doing the 75 hard. I have had to repeat it like multiple times, because mental strength is a thing. Like, in a fitness journey, you can tell how mental strength is really can trigger you with the things that you were in the past and who you are now, or who you're trying to become daily, because it's a daily thing, you know. Right. Like, the fitness journey has been a daily thing, and has been interesting. Just like the compromise was just like really feeling better and changing. Like, I can't believe that I'm talking about it, and I'm like, yeah, we'll do it again. I don't feel like it's just like, stop crying, not literally stop crying, but, you know, like, do it, you know, you can do it. So has been like that, the journey, and has been different stages. Like, right now, where I feel like right now is pretty comfortable, but it has been really uncomfortable at a certain time. And it's gonna get more uncomfortable, because I want more now. It's like, I need to get it right now, type of thing. And then for the business, what really, can you phrase the question again? And the business,
how would you describe, or what is that decision that really put you into overdrive to say, you know what, I'm going to do into business? Because we all are about, you know, decisions. What we do is all the decisions. So what was that decision that said, this is what I'm going to do?
So for Arbonne, and because I have multiple ways that I could have businesses, you know, how oh, so nice. Look at that. We just transported to a new cafeteria. It's feeling really nice here. I like the plants. Okay. So for the business was mostly like, I was meeting a lot of different people in this journey of like, after I break up, I was like meeting a lot of people, like interesting, intelligent people doing businesses. And I'm like, wow, this is so cool. You know, I like to talk to people. I like to network. Like, that's a natural thing I could do without, you know, having the intention of something else. Like, it's just natural. I just like to talk, you know. This is what I learned the language. It's like, hey, I want to speak. I was the other day practicing in the bus Albanian too. So Wait till you see it.
Albania. You are super good with all of these different languages.
Thank you. Look, the people said that I was speaking really well. The Albanian, I was like, wow, that's good. It's just
that's a lot. Now, one of the big decisions that I've seen a lot is you promote Arbonne. What is Arbonne? For the people that don't know, this is a big thing that you're working with and everything. What is Arbonne? Give us, some details.
So Arbonne is a health and wellness company. The B Corporation, by the way, I don't know have you ever heard what is B Corporation?
V Corporation? I have not.
B. So B Corporation is that they care more about the people and the planet than the profit. Like they work to take care of the people and take care of the planet in every way possible. Besides of that, they're also vegan certified. They're gluten-free certified, non-GMO, and they follow the European standards. Okay, so they ban America banned in like at least 13 toxins out of their products. So in Europe, they banning around 1,000 some toxins, and Arbonne banned in more than 2,000 toxins out of their products. And they have like a lot of stuff. Okay, Arbonne has everything. Arbonne's so lit. I love it. They have like from toothpaste, things to wash yourself, things to your skincare, your makeup, your nutrition, your snacks, your energy. If you want to do, let's say, essential oils, your oils, like your tea, even your oil for your skin, okay? Your baby can have like all the self-care for him as well. It's like, what is this? And they even have a foundation, okay? They have a foundation of kids as well. And so when I'm like, in this time and looking something for me, because I was working from home and I was like, okay, I need something so I can stay on this journey because I feel like I'm on the go. I want to do some other stuff and I need to focus. And so I was looking for something to help me to stay consistent with my nutrition because, I've been vegan now for a little bit and now I'm trying to have something to help me to just remain and to really get the nutrients I need because I'm eating a lot of snacks, vegan and all this kind of things. But I was like, are they really giving me the nutrients I need? So as I was looking at all these things, a friend talked to me about another company of network marketing. And I was like, wow, that sounds super cool. And he put me into all these different things, like how you have the ability and asset, all this business ways to see things. And I'm like, hold on. Okay. This is something like, it sounds like the vehicle I need right now. What? Okay. And then I see my friend who she has had a heart transplant like 12 years ago. And so my friend Tanya, she was one of the first person having a heart transplant in Puerto Rico. So I know her and I know how she takes care of herself because, she had a heart transplant pretty young. So I've been seeing her journey and she was using Arbonne. So because of her, I was like, okay, let me ask Tanya because I know she's vegan. She do all her things. She take care of herself. Hey, I need to know about that brand because I'm looking for something like this, like this, like that. And she's like, okay, so let's get this. And she put me onto it. And I'm like, okay, so I'm going to get the 30 days of healthy living. And I want to be a consultant too because I want more discounts and I want to be able to share this thing because this is lit. But at the time, I didn't even knew that they had all the things that they had, I was just thinking it's just nutrition. And when I really discover everything, I'm like, what? Amazing. I love this. And since then, I decided to commit to it just because I really needed it. I really needed the help to stay more committed and consistent with it. And so here I am. I love it. I'm obsessed. My skin has changed so much. My fit, everything. Like, it's just like, wow. I'm loving it. Has been a good experience using Arbonne. So because of that, I'm actually trying to tell people about it because, oh my God, it's like you fall in love with it. I am in love. And the principles, like if you get to learn the story about Peter Mork, which it was the creator of Arbonne, he was a really nice man and he had a really nice purpose. Like he wanted this company for women to be able to feel more closer to be able to make it and in a natural way because he knew like how much toxins and different things were happening. Even like how the products that he has, he wanted to everyone be able to use it, not just one specific category or standard for it. So he really wanted to make it organic. Like even the name Arbonne, it comes from a tree, a really beautiful tree in Switzerland, because this company
Okay.
was founded in Switzerland. And so that has been the intention. And this legacy basically was led to his children's, and they have had continued to make it even better and continue the same principles he had. And so amazing. I love it. I love it. And you can do the same thing as you do the network marketing. It's pretty cool. There's a lot of really nice people over there, different backgrounds, different ethnicity, different locations, different situations. Like it's really, really nice. I like it. It's a community. And so when I did the 30 days of how to live in, I started joining a community. I met my dear friend Christina, and she has basically guided me. And then I met a lot of different people. I met Jen, Haiti, and I am super excited to be able to see them. I'm trying to get to this trip soon. It's gonna be a trip for Punta Cana. I can't wait to go. I'm like, yeah, I want to go. So let's get it.
That sounds absolutely amazing, and you're doing great work. So I love that, one, you found something that you're really passionate about, because that's always the first thing. Now, there's a lot of different obstacles that we, as owners, as entrepreneurs, have to overcome on a daily basis. And one of the things that you mentioned stuck out to me, and you probably have told me some of the story before, but I really think it would bring a lot of value to some of the audience. I'd love to hear, if you feel comfortable sharing, how did you go from that, transitioning from homeless to being succeeding and thriving, right? Everyone has that story. I'd love to hear, what your mindset was and how you really were able to make that transition.
Okay, so I so I was staying at that time. I had a boyfriend, so I was staying with him at the time. So I was homeless, but having a home. But at the same time, I didn't really have my home, the place.
Right.
My family is not here. My family's from Puerto Rico. And my dad was the only one living here, but my dad currently is in jail. So at that time, my dad wasn't around either. And so, well, yeah, what can I do? So I was living with him, and I started to save up money, try to find connections in the Connecticut. So if anyone is experiencing this, the 211 is a great source to call. And I was able to get with the Salvation Army in New Britain, because since I used to study in New Britain, I was able to, have their help, because in Hartford, Hartford had lack of resources in that area at this time, that I couldn't get the resources I needed in Hartford. So they were able to help me. I found a really case manager that she really helped me and helped me get through all the things that I needed to do in order to be able to move. And so I was able to move after I started being homeless like in April, and by September I was able to move.
Less than a year. I like the speed at which you move.
Thank you. It was like God, like Jehovah God is really good, really, because I think all the things that have happened, I've been prayed. As we get to know Jehovah, it's like it's tough, because it's a lot of different things that you're like in doubt, because as you be in the world, it's kind of like you lost yourself at the same time, and be able to just try to really believe that it's going to happen, or stay positive. Just stay positive, not even having to go do like Jehovah God, but like just trying to stay positive, doing that work within yourself. It's tough sometimes, because you have never done it before. So at that time, that was something I never done before. I have my mom in Puerto Rico and I have a home, but I'm here. I don't want to go home. I don't want to go home. I want to stay here. I want to be able to get these things that I'm doing. I'm working on some stuff. And it is like, well, I was able to just connect, like, what can I do? Like, just ask myself good questions. Where can I go to get some help? Like, how can I do this? Like, help me, guide me.
Right.
And ask people as well. And so I have had also friends that have been in homelessness. So this is not a topic that is not happening. It's actually the truth. I know a lot of people. I'm actually an advocate for homelessness in Connecticut. I did a project with I don't know the name of this moment. I don't know the name of this movie, because this has been a source that has been able to help me a lot, and I just been there, like I said, if it was how can I heal from this,
Right.
that really was a difficult thing, even though thankfully I was able to just, I didn't have to experience it as it can be so riskful, like so many risks that you can have as you're homeless, that I'm really, I was blessed to be able to just find help in Connecticut for it,
Right.
So yeah, I feel like I've been able to overcome it as I go through it. Thankfully, I have always been staying positive. I have my family that really supports me. And besides of that, I'm really optimistic. I'm really positive, I really believe like things are good. Like I like to live. I like to wake up every day.
Touch on that really quick, because that is very important. I actually did a podcast with someone, Edwin Aribi, and he talked about, the power of happiness, right? The power, like the happiness as a skill. It's something that you work on. And being optimistic is like an amazing advantage, especially when you're having to go through the thick and thin of things, right? So how are you so optimistic, happy? Because I consider myself someone who's always optimistic, always happy, sometimes to a fault, right? But I'd love to hear about how optimistic you are.
I don't know, I just feel like I wake up every day so energized. It's like, I'm like, okay, ready to go. And I start talking to people and say, I love talking. And I love talking. It's like, oh my gosh. So I talk to people and I just feel like, wow, this is so nice. Like to just be able to speak or just to be able to read. Like I have a cat now. I never had a cat. And I have a cat now. And just seeing this new life is like, look at you. So nice. They wake up, the sun, like the sky, the birds, like, wow, new day. It's amazing. So I guess that makes me happy. It makes me happy to wake up. It makes me happy to just, drink water. I like drinking water. I didn't used to like drinking water, and now it feels nice. When you add lemon with it, it's like how it feels like going through your body. It's like, wow. So that's the freshness that it feels like a new day. Even though, let me tell you, every day really does come with their own thing. You know how the Bible says, I think every day does come with their own thing. It's true. Maybe it can last you to happiness for a second or two, but like you can be optimistic about it. Like then you just laugh about it. I feel like I laugh a lot about the things that happen. I'm like, something is gonna happen. Whatever. Like, I'm not even gonna bother it no more. It's okay. Or if I concern it at the time, and later on I just have to let it go. I just continue working through it. But I guess like just living, it allows me to. And the people I'm connected with, it allowed me to be able to say like, damn, like I like life. I love life.
Okay. That's absolutely amazing. Now, before we have to officially, get you out of here and everything, what is one piece of advice that you would give to an entrepreneur that's on the rise?
Believe that you can do it. Believe that you can do it, because you may not even believe it possible that you can do it, but it's like, that you feel it in your heart. It's there in your heart, and you feel that you like, wow, this makes me excited. I like this. It makes me feel good. Or the idea of it, just like imagine like you there. What if that's real? Like that can be real. So just believing that you can be there and you can make it, and all the tools will come to you as you do good to others and you add value to yourself and others. It's just gonna be there. So believe in yourself and have good relationships. Have good relationships. Establish good relationship with people and observe through the journey, because a lot of people will take you there, and a lot of people come to your life to just bless you with different lessons and different things that will take you to that next level. I feel like I learn every day, even in this podcast just now. Like listening to you, I just learned. So I thank you for this time and just be grateful.
No problem. We absolutely love it. So before we officially get you out of here, where can we find you on social media?
Well, you can look me up. I got plenty of pages because I got a couple ideas. So my official page for my fitness and all my natural, all the journeys is Vegan Fit Latina. And then for my art, because I also do art, Vegan Healing Art. And stay tuned for more, because I got another one that's going to be called Caribbean Lovers. Check it out. That's just it.
That's absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for joining us today. It's been wonderful. Okay, Ramblers, that's it. Podcast over. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the podcast, and do me a favor, share this with someone who can also benefit from hearing today's episode. If you want to follow me, you can follow me on all platforms at Angelo Roberts Jr. All right, until next time.